And so we kick off today with a look at the missing girls from the government school in Chibok. Over 200 girls were abducted by men suspected to be members of the Boko Haram sect, and there's been a global outcry for their return. From around the world, we've seen people campaigning, and we've had agitations here and there. And even in Abuja, consistently on a daily basis, the Bring Back the Girls campaign continues. But we want to find out exactly what is going on. Has there been any progress made? What are the updates in terms of feedback? What are the facts? There were conspiracy theories here and there about this questions being asked here and there. What is the exact situation on ground? In the media, you find different reports about the international community that has come. Over 30 experts from the United States and those from the United Kingdom, and even Israel has sent in their own experts to help Nigeria's security apparatus in finding those girls. But what is the situation? These are some of the things we'll be looking at today, and we have three gentlemen in the studio. Well, sorry, it says a man too. So Shewa is just alone today. But we have three gentlemen in the studio. Ogunlana is a security expert. Thank you for coming.
Welcome.
Captain Umar Aliyu, also a security expert. Thank you. And Ona Ekhomu, security expert as well. Thank you for coming.
It's a loaded house.
The loaded house of security experts. So let's see if we can bring some of our expertise to bear on this discussion as we look at the situation. Let me begin with you, Ona. What do you think is the situation right now?
Well, there's a search that is ongoing. Perhaps, if you may, a very high-level investigation is ongoing. We know, what we know is that on the 14th of April, the girls were seized. Perhaps 300 some odd girls, and some of them were able to free themselves from captivity. And but since then, none has been freed, unfortunately. And so the problem we have, the security problem we have at hand is the situ, the location of the girls. We don't know where they are. And so you got to find them, first of all, before you rescue them. Rescue is a secondary activity. You got to find them. You got to get the kind of technical help that we are getting from the Americans, the British, and others right now, in order to locate the whereabouts of the girls, and then be able to send the military in to rescue them. And that is why I keep trying to allay the concerns of Nigerians that, oh, are the Americans not coming to take over our security? I'm like, no, the Americans are here to help us with the search. That's their brief, to help in the search process. And the Nigerians are in the driver's seat. The Nigerian authorities, they are driving this process. That means the Americans are working in close consultation with the Nigerian military in conducting this search. You first have to find the missing person before you can rescue the missing person, because of course we know they are being guarded by their captors who do not want them released except under the conditions which they've stipulated. And so what is on ground right now, Nota, to answer your question directly, is that we have an investigation, a very enhanced, a very robust investigation ongoing right now, using technical means, using patrols, military patrols, using detective means. That's why you have the FBI guys in here. They are huddled in a room. They are running a lot of programs, running a lot of game theories right now, trying to figure out what these guys are doing, what they will be doing, where they will be, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of that kind of technical work going on with the Nigerian counterparts in there with them, trying to figure out, where these girls are being held right now.
Dari, before this international community came in, we've always heard from the security apparatus that we have all that it takes to handle the situation. Do you think we still have all that it takes?
Well, I think we have everything. We have that capability to actually stop it, stopping it from happening at all. And also at the same time, Nigerian will still have that kind of asset, that kind of capability to actually conduct that search. But today we have been able to identify the problem. before I go into that problem, like somebody said, truth always passes through 3 stages. First, it will be violently resisted. When it happened, people were saying, "Oh, there was no kidnapping at all." Even military authority came and said, "Okay, in fact, part of them they have been rescued," only for the parents to come out and say, "Look, we've not seen our children." Conspiracy theory, politics from both right, left, and center. Then we moved to second stage, which of course it was ridiculed. That maybe they are just only 10 people were kidnapped. No, they are not up to that. No, Chibok is scam. Now, finally, we're in that final stage. We've come to accept that actually, like Dr. Ona said now, that these children have been kidnapped. We have to locate them before you can even rescue them. So you have to know where they are. Well, when it comes to the issue of children, it's an international concern. So which of course America will show interest, international community will show interest, and it's not wise to reject, their offer. Because even Malaysia, when the aircraft missed, people were, they sent help down. When Russia refused to accept help, when they have problem with their submarine, they lost all those 72 of them inside the submarine, because if they've accepted them, Norway would have helped them as at that time. So also the case of Nigeria, even though we have that capability, but it's important also to get that help. But the problem has been identified. The problem is we have failed for so long time to pull the right peg in the right hole. We have failed for so long time to stand up to our military and say, look, something is wrong. What of all the money, what of all the training, what of what has been allocated to you? The issue of corruption. I said it here 2 weeks ago, that this kind of mutiny may likely happen because we have been seeing people coming out, some rank and file coming out to say, look, we have not been treated well by our commanders. We are suffering. We have not been given right equipment to be able to confront these Boko Haram people. So automatically we should be expecting at a point, because what has been going on within that area is complete sabotage, deliberate sabotage. Not that these people don't have what it takes to actually face Boko Haram and defeat them. It's as a result of the fact that something is going on and the commanders must be irresponsible. I said it here the other time, that those commanders must be irresponsible. Okay. If, of course, I give you assignment, you are unable to do that, the commanders must be irresponsible, and that's what we see now.
We'll talk more about the mutiny and then what's going on in the military a little bit much later. But let's talk about these girls one more time. 32 days now, with all of this help that we've garnered, are we making progress? There has to be, and I'm asking you that, question. Obviously, in a rescue operation, is there a time band? Because should there be a time band? And if there should be, how long is too long?
Okay, 32 days from the day these girls were taken is accurate. Are we making any progress? We have to look at it 2 ways. Our security forces haven't made any progress in 32 days. But then, from the day the team of experts came in from the United States to this day, they've made some progress. So we're not going to assess them based on a 32-day time frame. We're going to assess them based on just the number of days they have come in. We are aware that they have gleaned off a lot of information, and from there they profile intelligence, or they have gotten information from technical intelligence devices that they have, surveillance intelligence devices, from where they glean off information. They may not be willing to share intelligence with us, as is said, because I assure you, when you pool forces together, when you bring in people to assist you, the template upon which they will work from has to be given. If there were no templates, then they will probably not be able to help you directly. They will just advise you. The templates which they look to see are not complete. They have their policies too, There are certain scenarios they are not going to take direct involvement in, but can stay from the background and assist you with advice. What I'm trying to say here is order. Things are not streamlined. We have been running away from it. but the indicators are there for any truth-loving person to put together. I tell you for a fact, some days ago, troops shot at their commander. A very popular general once said, the day your men stop coming to you with their problems is the day you stop leading them. So why would men shoot their commander? Put that aside. We have brought in some very expert hands from the United States. But let me assure you that at the end of the day, whatever they assist us with, the will